Hey everyone, it's Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. This video is actually quite a few months old, meant to have it up sooner, but I do think it's appropriate for now, so let's jump into it. This one is a little bit different for planner related type of videos. It's also relevant to like my daughter Rose and some activities and stuff that I want to do with her. I picked this book up here at the library and I was just kind of skimming through it. And there are some great activities in here. And what I did is when I had borrowed the book from the library, I flagged a whole bunch of different pages of things that I wanted to do with Rose. And if you guys don't know, my daughter Rose is 3. And then I have another daughter, Violet, who is 6 months old. And there's actually some really good activities in here for babies too. But anyway, I had flagged a whole bunch of activities that I wanted to do in the library book. I was finding that I wanted to make like notes and stuff on these pages, and I wanted to like make a list of different things that I wanted to do using this book. So I just decided to pick it up. I ordered it on Amazon. That was the cheapest place that I found to get it. And I'm gonna make like an activity sheet. So kind of like a bucket list of toddler activities and a bucket list of baby activities that I wanna do. First and foremost, this is a Happy Planner everything. I purchased a big Happy Planner notebook and I put the guts in here. So then I also got a big hardcover cover because I much prefer these hardcovers to like the flimsy plastic ones that the Happy Planners come with. And I much prefer metal discs. So I picked up the metal expander discs. I believe I picked up an accessories pack, a big accessory pack as well, to get this divider as well as these like sticky tabs and all of that. So what I use this book for is for anything to do with Rose and her extracurricular activities, which she's only 3, she doesn't have a ton of them, as well as like anything relevant to her preschools. So on the side, I have 3 different tabs. I have one for calendar, I have one for handouts. Very back here, I have one for activities. This is what we're gonna be working with today. The nice thing about having this book really handy is that any of the pages that I get from her preschool, such as like the calendar or anything like that, I can just punch them and I can put them in here. In here, I do keep some different fill papers. This All of the Things paper was part of the accessories pack that I picked up as well. I want to go through this book again now that I have like my own copy of it, and I want to flag the different things that I had originally thought would be great to do with Rose. So that's what we're going to do first. This book is seriously laid out so nice, you guys. So some of these things I can definitely do with Violet when she's a little bit older. Where was I? But that's one of the things I liked about this book is like, for example, some of the different doughs and stuff were made with like food grade things. So if she actually like eats it, it's not the end of the world. So I'm just gonna go through and flag a bunch of different activities of things that I wanna put in that book. I love this small world section. I think it's so neat. And there's a lot of ideas for this on Pinterest too, but I really like this one, this dinosaur rescue world. That's another thing is if you didn't want to get this book, there's so many ideas on Pinterest. I like totally was not going to get this book. I was like, you know what? I can just come up with other things, but I don't know. I love how this book is laid out. Okay, perfect. So now that we have all of our things flagged here, we can make up our, like, I'm gonna call it an activity bucket list. So my thinking on this is a couple of things. So I need to lay out the activity, but I also need to lay out if there's like what the activity involves in case there's anything that I have to pick up. Another thing I like about this book is a lot of the activities that are featured are like you can get a lot of the stuff from the dollar store. Activity supplies, that would totally work. Okay, back to this. We're covering this up. So I wanted to have this sheet as a quick reference for just something to do with Rose if I just needed an activity on the fly, I guess. I could just quickly reference this instead of flipping through the book and finding all of the things. Plus, this is kind of the ones that interested me at the time to do with her. Now, obviously, Rose is a little bit older now, so I'm going to have to take a peek through this book again and see if there's anything else that I can add to this activity sheet. But on the left-hand side, I decided to do the projects, and then on the right-hand side, the ingredients and things that, maybe not ingredients, but the things that we would need for each of the different activities that we were going to put together. Supplies, that's the right word. Like, I can't remember what word I used for that, but I listed a whole bunch of things that I thought would be a really good thing for her to do basically when Violet is sleeping. And now fast forward to now when I'm actually posting this video, and with everything that's going on, we have really been diving into the sensory activities a little bit more, the crafting activities a little bit more, and this is a great time to be posting this video because it actually ties into that a little bit more. We've done probably about 3 or 4 things on this sheet just in the last few weeks. Currently, obviously, Rose is not attending preschool. She's not in childcare. She's home all the time. So I'm trying to find like our new normal for how our schedule flows. And Violet is sort of on a nap schedule now where she goes back down for 1 nap a day instead of 2. I'm pretty confident that I'm able to cut one of those naps and just kind of combine them because that's been working really well. So when she goes down for her nap, she'll go down around 11 depending on the day, and that's the time where I bust out something like this that Rose and I can do together. I can set it up for her and it's all ready to go, and her sister won't be like getting in the way of it at all. So as you can see, the items that I decided to do on the left-hand side were some really easy things to kind of put together, and a lot of the ingredients I have just in my pantry for these type of activities. I cannot say enough good things about this book. If you were looking for a good activity book to get your kids with pictures and descriptions and super easy things to do, I highly recommend this one, and I'm glad I put together a little sheet like this for easy reference. Picked this book up, and it's so funny because when I got it, I'm like, oh, I'll probably never use it. I use this one all the time. Bless you, Violet. Bless you. It's got some good stickers. On the other side of the sheet, I wanted to continue the projects and supplies list, but these ones are focused more around the little worlds pages that I showed you guys at the beginning. I think those are so fun, and I've set up one for Rose. We did like a ocean sand one at one point, and it ended up just being a giant mess because the sand all mixed together with the water, but she loved it and she had so much fun with it. And I now, watching this video back, I can see all the other little worlds that I want to set up for her too. I think those are so much fun to create. I have my project activity sheet all ready to go. This fill paper works really well for it, actually. I have my book to reference this whole thing. So on the left hand side we have the project, and then on the right hand side all of the supplies. I didn't measure out the different supplies. Violet. I didn't measure out all of the different supplies on here because I can reference that to my book. All I wanted this to be is just a list to make sure that I have the supplies, and if there's anything that I needed to go pick up at the dollar store or whatever, then I easily could. And then on the back side here, it's just continued, and then I have a couple different ones that I can do with Violet too, so that's really nice. All I want to do now is just decorate it up a little bit, nothing too crazy. I don't really have a ton of like crafting type of stickers, so I don't think that this is going to take me too long to just kind of decorate this up a little bit. Alrighty, so I am going to call that done, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I make note sheets up like this quite a bit for my planner, and if you guys like seeing like how I make them up, just let me know. I make these type of notes sheets up quite often. Usually when I make them up, it's like late at night when my husband and I are watching TV or something, but I can definitely sit down and film more videos if you guys like to see how I use my note sections or notes paper or anything like that. I really love setting something like this up because then I feel like something set up like this would have worked so nice back in the day when I was studying, because I easily would have been able to remember the different things just because I'm a very visual person. So I like setting up note sections like this. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. How I use this big happy notes for like Rose's activities helped you guys as well. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that it gave you some ideas, and make sure you're following me on Instagram because I've been posting a ton about happy planner stuff on there. So if you enjoyed these type of videos, then you'll definitely enjoy my stories too, because there's a lot of planner stuff on there. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.